good morning, everyone. As from my side, I'm Benjamin. I'm the managing director of BlockRockEt. I think most of us have already heard of us or know us to some extent, but for the ones that are new today, just a really quick summary from our side. So we are an accelerator program for blockchain startups in Germany. And in a nutshell, basically, we try to focus on a very niche segment, but we try to be like one of the leading entities within that area. So first of all, we focus on early stage startups, so pre-seed and seed. We invest tickets with a size up to 100 to 150,000 euros. Second, we focus on blockchain startups. So you need to be active within the blockchain ecosystem to some extent. And lastly, we focus on startups that want to be active in the German ecosystem. So you don't need to be based in Germany or be from Germany, but the German market should be one of your major concerns. And within that combination, so to put it very simply, we try to identify basically every blockchain idea that's maybe still in the making, the next big thing that's still to happen in that space. We try to be as focused on early stage as possible. So every team that's right now in the making, please feel free to reach out to us and to our program if you're looking for support or funding. Our program is quite young, so we have been established 1.5 years ago, but we acquired quite some traction since then. So we had more than 150 applications since that, more than 50 startups that are more or less part of our shortlist, a few startups that joined our program, and we invested more than 500,000 in terms of capital this year already in startups. Then we are connected pretty much to everyone who's active in the German blockchain ecosystem, so to all kinds of different stakeholders, be it legal advisors, corporates, infrastructure providers, other startups, banks, etc. And of course, investors, VCs, of course. Our program is basically divided into 2 different stages. So we have a stage 1 that we call a shortlist. So startups can go through a rough application process on our website. And it's like a first screening, and then we will help startups to be present on some events. We will make a few intros to them. And from that shortlist, we will select or handpick a few startups that become part of our program. And with them, we will basically work for a time span of over 2 years. And within that time, we proactively support them with everything we have in our network, be it fundraising, fundings from our own site, matchmaking, events, marketing exposure, etc., etc. So that's the brief summary of us. If you're a startup, if you're interested, then please feel free to reach out to me directly, or feel free to go on our website, and there's an application form for startups. So about the event today, quick summary. So we had more than 50 applications. It's like our biggest event of the year. And we decided to put the event in 2 different categories. So we have an idea stage and we have a seed stage. So basically, it's roughly around pre-seed and seed startups. So we focused on early stage startups only, active in the German market, blockchain ecosystem, as I've mentioned before. And we also categorized both into two different phases for the pitch session today. So we will have 10 startups for each categories. Idea stage will be the next 45 minutes, and seed stage will be then starting from 10 a.m. onwards. And we will have 10 startups that will start with an elevator pitch, maximum of 60 seconds each. So to make it as sharp and concise as possible. And then for the first round, you as the audience, so everyone who's here live right now, will decide with a poll function for Zoom, and we will show you the instructions in a few minutes, who do you think are the best 3 out of each category? So out of 10 startups, we will choose with the audience who are the best 3. Only the audience will vote for that. We'll make it 100% transparent. And then the best 3 startups, they have the opportunity to pitch a second time with a 5-minute pitch and a 5-minute Q&A. And the second round will be only determined by the jury. So we invited 5 jury members today from investors/VCs. They're very experienced in this field, and they will lead the Q&A session. We might include some questions of the audience, but keep in mind the Q&A time is very short this time because the event is very dense. So we will stick with the jury questions first, and they will then vote at the very end of the event today at around 10:45 to 11, who are the winners of each category, and they will be announced at the end of the event. Okay, so that were the instructions for today. I hope everything's clear. Looking forward to a lot of exciting pitches. And before we start, I would like to give the word to the jury members to introduce themselves quickly. So first, we start today with Alex from High-Tech Gründerfonds. Good morning, Alex. Can you, a sentence or two about yourself?
Yeah, hi, this is Alex from HEJF. Basically, we are a seed stage investor doing the same thing that you do, just except for any kind of tech startup, any kind of innovative startup. And we've been around for 15 years, 3 funds, total 900 million under management. The majority comes from the government, but in the third fund, a third comes from industry, large, medium-sized and small companies. Large one like BASF, Bayer, SAP, Deutsche Bank, and then some medium-sized companies like Haniel and Wehrhahn and Knauf, and then small companies, and the smallest one is Font Off, which used to be a startup itself 10 years ago. And we invest in early stage. Companies need to be younger than 3 years with less than $500,000 raised, and typically very high tech, but it also could be innovative companies. And we've done 6 blockchain investments, and we have a small pipeline. Would like to do more because I'm very, very bullish on the space. It's like the internet in the mid-90s. And the first one was Bitwala, early 2016. And when we did due diligence in the fall of 2015, I started to understand the concept, including Bitcoin, and I'm extremely bullish. I think it will change the world. Bitcoin, the Bitcoin blockchain, but also other blockchain technologies. And so looking forward, ready to invest, typically 600,000, but also flexible to invest less and also more in the seed stage, and then we can follow on. And we just had a very big exit, so still a little headache from the party. So that's me.
Great. Thank you, Alex. The next for today, we have Patrick from Georg Capital.
Yes, hi. Good morning, everybody. Very excited to be here and looking forward to all these great pitches here this morning. I'm a former entrepreneur turned investor, so I've switched sides on the table, so to speak. I'm a founding partner at Georg Capital Partners. We're a European-focused blockchain VC, and we're headquartered in Luxembourg. We've got offices on several places throughout Europe and also in the US. With regard to our preferred investors, we're obviously looking for exceptional blockchain entrepreneurs, and we are positioned late seed, early A, which means that we, on average, would do a first ticket of 1 million euros, and afterwards we have some follow-up funding ready to keep supporting you in your growth.
Fantastic. Thanks, Patrick. Then we have Olaf from CVVC.
Yeah, many thanks. Hi, it's Olaf. Representing CVVC. We're based in Zug, Switzerland. We are focused on early stage startups that build applications based on blockchain technology. We're quite young ourselves, have done 27 investments, all in blockchain application companies across 16 different countries, 4 different continents. We run our own incubation program. The deal there is you get 125K for 10% of equity. And we do selective investments in early stage with ticket sizes between 100 and 500,000. We run our own co-working spaces dedicated for blockchain startups and companies through CV Labs. Have one in Zug, one in Vaduz, and opening in Dubai right now. Do our own events, startup competitions, and advisory aside from the venture capital side.
Thank you, Olaf. Then we have Wolfgang from Tatros Innovation. You're still muted, Wolfgang.
Hi, good morning. My background is in 3 areas. It's in marketing, consulting, and venture capital. And I've been an investor and portfolio manager of young companies, of young and mature technology companies for over 20 years. I'm based in Frankfurt, frequently work on projects associated with the blockchain activities of the Frankfurt School. And I'm glad to be one of the highly esteemed jurors today and excited to hear about great business ideas.
Thank you, Wolfgang. And lastly, we have Benedict from Tokentos.
Hi everyone, I'm Benedikt from Tokentos Investment AG. We are a multi-family office with a 100% focus on blockchain and DLT technology. We have an international focus, so if you guys are a startup or a company with an exceptional team and a good business idea from that area, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn or our homepage. And I'm really looking forward to be on this panel today.
Fantastic, great. All right, then I would suggest let's get started with the idea stage with the first 10 startups for elevator pitches. And we will start today with Nicolas from Amazing Blocks.
Hey, Benjamin, thanks for the intro and setting the stage. I will share my screen now. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sure. I will start the counter once you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Hey,
okay.
My name is Nicolas, and I would like to briefly present to you Amazing Blocks in the 3 P's of success. P1, proof that we tokenized the first ever shares of an AG in Liechtenstein according to the Liechtenstein Token Act. This can be verified on Etherscan, and this means digital shares. 1 true equity token is 1 actual share, not a digital twin like in other jurisdictions. The second P would be position. We perfectly merge tech and law. On the one hand, we leverage the Liechtenstein Token Act, have a profound ecosystem of legal partners in place, and on the other hand, we leverage a legal entity in Liechtenstein, which you can tokenize, and then you can subsequently tokenize any type of asset owned by this legal entity with full legal compliance. You can tokenize equity, ownership, debt, or participation rights. Thank you for listening.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Nicolas. That was very well timed. Then second would be B.A.M Ticketing from Georg Müller. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready to go.
Ready?
Quiz.
Okay.
Yeah, ready. A quiz.
Go.
Do you know how many concert tickets are bought from automated bots? On average, 42%. That's crazy. These carpos sell the tickets immediately at huge markups. That's a ripoff. And 12% of all concert goers even get scammed with fake tickets. These issues are well known all over the media. That's why a large number of artists stand up to fight those issues actively. But even regulations are lacking real power in this fight. B.A.M technology will change this game. We eliminate any ticket fraud. On top, artists get additional revenue, organizers get full control, and maximum fan security. Good news for the fans, more tickets, easy sell and transfer, and always fair prices. But you need a secret sauce, which is our superior blockchain implementation. Vote for a fair ticketing solution, vote for B.A.M Ticketing.
Perfect, thank you. Then a third pitch would be Lyubomir from Crypto Captain.
Just a second.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, go.
Hello, I'm Lyubomir, and I'm the head of business development at Crypto Captain. Cryptocurrencies are an exciting new asset, but they are still very volatile. Because of this volatility, cryptocurrencies rarely find place in investors' portfolios. With Crypto Captain, we want to change this. We want to bring cryptocurrencies to as many portfolios as possible. We're a deep tech startup which predicts emerging bull and bear markets in the crypto space with the help of an AI. Our AI analyzes news, blogs, and forums online and sends buy and sell recommendations to investors when the market environment changes. In this way, investors can avoid heavy losses while still profiting from the huge potential of cryptocurrencies. If you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, or if you're looking for a promising new startup, then you should definitely check cryptocaptain.com. Thank you.
Fantastic, thanks. The next pitch would be Dojo, Gianluca from Dojo. Oh, sorry, it was not Gianluca, it was his colleague. Don, yes,
it's
exactly.
Don Gosson. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Let me know when you're ready.
Perfect. All right, I'm ready. So Don Gosson, I'm going to present Dojo. Dojo is our solution to tokenize flexible benefits. What are flexible benefits? This is the additional compensation that employers use to attract and retain employees. It usually comes in the form of vacation days, investment plans, supplemental health care, professional and personal development. The problems are for an employer, it's incredibly time consuming to set up these programs and also difficult to track usage. Also, if you're like us and you're operating in multiple jurisdictions, it's super labor intensive and expensive to track this against and reconcile against the local tax schemes. For an employee, the issues are, it's usually opt-in or you miss out and use it or lose it policy, and they're not portable. If you leave your employer, you lose your benefit. So we've created an employee benefits passport. So you can do two things. You can trade your benefits with other employees, as well as take your benefits with you wherever you go. That's it. Thank you.
Great, thanks a lot. Then next one would be Raphael from Doxychain.
Yes, thanks, Ben.
Ready?
Ready to go. Hi guys, my name is Raphael. I'm the co-founder of Doxychain, and I have a challenge for you. Imagine you need to sign and negotiate a contract today. So how are you going to do this? I assume you use the classical tools, Word, emailing, even printing and signing and then scanning it. So in the last days, we saw that there were new fancy solutions to even get it signed. But then I need to store it, I need to save it, I need to share with my team. So why there is no single experience which fits everything into one piece? That challenge we took, and that's why we created Doxychain. Doxychain is an online document platform which is designed to rule them all from A to Z. As a lawyer, as a notary, as a corporate, HR, legal. Now you can invite and collaborate with your clients and also with your team. We change business reality for you in the home office and everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Raphael. Then next one would be Ilya from Finery Tech.
Ready to go.
All right, perfect, go.
Hi, I'm Ilya, co-founder of Finery Tech. We developed a technology that allows business clients, such as asset managers, to invest in digital assets such as Bitcoin at better prices. The problem we're trying to solve is poor liquidity in the digital asset markets. What is actually liquidity? It is the ability to buy or sell big amounts of financial assets at a good price. The better liquidity, the better price you will get. At the moment, crypto markets are fragmented. Companies spend a lot of resources trying to find good liquidity and making numerous technical integrations. Additionally, counterparty risk on crypto exchanges is high. Our solution is peer-to-peer trading network where financial institutions can trade directly with one another. We remove the middleman. As a result, our users benefit from better prices. They have optimal IT solution. Also, we do not keep client money, thus counterparty risk is lower. Do you think our solution is what the market needs? Look at our traction. Over 100% average monthly growth. Support us to make markets fair and efficient. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilya. Then the next one would be Holger from ipOcean.
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, can you?
Perfect. So let's start. ipOcean in 1 minute. So everybody can make a lot of money if the right problem meets the right solution. And we do not share our problems and solutions that easily because we want to be sure to be part of the success. So how can I trust you or you trust me to start? And that is with ipOcean. We solve this fundamental chicken egg problem, protected platform that provides everybody with the safety needed based on our proprietary blockchain protocols and matching algorithms. And this next generation internet is combined with confidentiality, proof, manipulation protection, contracts on the fly, and on top, the full control to the user, to you. So learn more about us, vote for ipOcean, vote for our great team here, learn about our clients as Fraunhofer and the strong pipeline of over 800 institutions from industry, universities, and associations. Thanks, vote for ipOcean.
Thank you, Holger. Then next up would be Frank from License Rocks.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, can see it well.
Okay, then. Hey, good morning. My name is Frank, and I want to give you an idea why we at License Rocks are building a license solution for digital products. Why digital products? Because we are convinced that they will be part of our daily future life. But protecting intellectual property rights and tracking license compliance is really hard. And the main reason for this is that they are mostly paper-based and relatively easy to copy. And that's why we create a license token where we combine the legal aspects with the monetization models and the ability to track the ownership and life cycle of usage rights in a fully digital way. And we do this for more trust, more automation, and for the business models of the future. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Frank. Then next one, we would have Julian from ownId.
Yes, give me 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Very good. So good morning. Digital and verified identities are really the missing building block in the digital world. And Corona has shown that digital identities are not something abstract, but needed really urgently. And data privacy compliance and verification of the data is a real crucial factor. And this is what we have solved really with ownId and already implemented it as a prototype together with Vodafone. Now we are looking for partners for an extensive expansion, so please vote for ownId.
Thank you, Julian. Then, and lastly, we have Stan from Photochain.
I don't think he's here yet. Ah, no, he is. 1 second. Stan, you can unmute yourself now. I think his audio is not connected yet.
Let's give him like 20 seconds and then we need to move on. You made him to a co-host, right?
Yeah, he's co-host, but his microphone icon is not there.
Okay, then it's unfortunate, but then because the timeline is very strict, then we need to move on, unfortunately.
Wait, no, I think he's there. 1 second. Stan, can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Hey there, hi guys.
Hi, good morning, Stan.
Sorry, I'm a bit late, but have personal problems.
Last minute. No worries, it's okay. Can you? Do you want to start with your elevator pitch?
Yeah.
You will have exactly 60 seconds.
Wait a sec. Hi guys. So let me share my screen. So how do I share my screen? Yeah. We have elevator pitch first, right?
Yeah, 60 seconds. I will let me know when you're ready. I will start the time. You have 60 seconds, and then I have to cut off after 60 seconds. Okay? So try to be in time.
All good, all good. So I'm ready. So can you? Everybody can see, right?
Yes, everyone can see. Okay, so then let's go.
Yeah, hello together. Stan Stolberg, my name. I'm pitching today Photochain. Photochain is the next generation visual asset marketplace. We want to disrupt this industry by focusing on 2 problems: copyright management and license management. The one problem. The next problem, redistributing the fair value. So how to remunerate content creators in more fair way. We are live since 5 months, and we have a decent community. We have more than 3,000 suppliers, and we are going next year for the customers. That's it.
All right, thanks, Dan. Then, yeah, thanks everyone for the elevator pitches. That went really well. Everyone was actually within 60 seconds, so well prepared. Much appreciated. Jan, can we, so
yes.
now we start with the audience voting process, and we have almost 200 viewers right now, so it's actually quite a nice participation. The poll should be visible in Zoom in a few seconds.
Yeah,
so we will have three votings right now, because in Zoom we can only choose one startup at a time. So right now, please choose for the number one startup you would like to see. And then once we confirm the number one, we do a voting again for the remaining 9 and then the remaining 8. And that's how we determine the top 3 from the idea stage.
Ben, can
so
you
we give
a presentation, because I cannot. I don't see my mouse and okay.
Wait, let's start again. Don't close the voting, dear co-speaker. So all the co-hosts cannot vote, but they can stop the polling. So please don't click the end polling button.
Yeah, if you keep closing it, if you keep closing it, then we do it again and again. Yeah, so no one's interested to do so.
No trick.
We give it like 10-20 seconds. So right now, please everyone vote for the startup you would like to see as number 1 for pitching. Everyone can vote. Also the jury, of course. Just for the
no, they can't. So like it's a Zoom feature that co-hosts cannot vote.
Sorry.
Okay, then how do I vote with a web link, or how do I vote?
I sent you to the jury. I sent you an email yesterday evening. So for you guys, you only vote for the second round for the regular pitches. And I send you 2 different forms. So they're only for you guys. One for the seed stage and one for the idea stage. But I would point out to that in like half an hour after the first round is done, when you have to vote again anyways, then I will point it out separately again. And then if you have questions, you let me know.
All right.
Okay, I would say that's closed. So number 1 that was voted for is ipOcean. Holger, congratulations. Then let's close the vote. Let's do it again. And now for the second startup that we choose for our regular pitches.
Yeah. So now don't vote for ipOcean, because ipOcean is in the next round already, okay?
Yes.
Just to be sure.
Can I join this voting also?
No. So all the speakers are co-hosts, and it's not intended by us, but it's just technically not possible. The co-hosts, they can unmute themselves, but they cannot vote.
Okay.
So that's just.
So the audience vote is then strictly audience. Yeah. Okay, I think that one is also pretty clear. So the second startup is B.A.M Ticketing. Georg, congratulations. And now we do the vote one more time for a third startup we would like to determine. So again, reinitiate the vote, please.
And don't vote for B.A.M Ticketing, and don't vote for ipOcean now, because this is not the the third best.
Okay, third vote now. In the meantime, Holger, I would suggest that you can already get your slides and your screen ready. So then you can start pitching first for your regular pitch now. Yes, I think third one is also clear. It is Doxychain. So Raphael, congratulations. You're the third start for today. Yeah, thanks everyone. Then let's switch right over to the regular pitches for those 3 startups. So Holger starts, then after Georg, and then Raphael.
How long? Maybe announce that again.
Yeah, we do 5 minutes pitch now. So Holger, you have 5 minutes, and then we have 5 minutes Q&A for you. So we have like half an hour now for 3 startups, and then before we close the round and head over to the seed stage. So I would suggest to keep in time. Let's start right away. And yeah, Holger.
Again?
Can hear you, yes. Now you can share your slides.
Let me share the slides first. So hold on.
Do you want me to give you like a sign if you cross the 5 minutes, or do you want to? You can exceed, but then you have less Q&A time. So I leave it up to you.
No problem at all. So just let it run. So don't do anything. Yep.
Okay, then ready when you are.
Let's start. So let me present to you ipOcean, the trust network. Thanks for voting, first of all. And what I have shown to you is this thing, problems meet solutions. You can make a lot of money, but you can also, in the end of the day, make sure you're really reaching the sustainable development goals. But what are the key hurdles? You have to solve for that, bring solutions, problems together. The key hurdles are trust and safety. It's in general not there online. It's really intransparent because people are not simply sharing problems and solutions. And at the end of the day, it's really timely and costly. We solve that with our trust network, with ipOcean. It's a trust network, it's a customizable and protected platform. And that is the key. Everybody can join. For large corporations, we have providing white label solutions. For smaller ones, you can directly go on there in marketplaces, show your innovation. A key thing is it's really customizable. You can build the entries into your marketplace, show your entries to other marketplaces. You can exhibition, B2B marketplace, innovation challenges, or simply abuse the system for confidential data transfer. We have a matching algorithm that we launched too. But the key thing is the protection. It is blockchain based on the user level, filing level, marketplace level. The user level, you have really your identity sitting in a wallet, document key sitting in the wallet. You can negotiate contracts on the fly and do an e-signature here with exactly our wallet. On the filing side, you're creating a fingerprint for your documents. This becomes part of the contract and you're doing an e-signature in the end. So you're really protected with respect to proof of your documents and everything. And you can control visibility and the membership over the marketplaces. And you can mix all these marketplaces one into the other. And with this concept on top, the subscription model, it's a freemium model. We really want that everybody can join because the basic level is for free. We have one of the key things, the start package, to really free for companies the resources so that they're up and running within 1 week. And we have a strong traction here and already going into the market adoption. It's a virtuous cycle. So we are building up example marketplaces, approaching our clients. They see it, they're starting their pilots, a paid pilot. They're inviting their clients. And these are now our new leads. It's a virtuous cycle in the end. And if you're looking to our pipeline, we have a huge hot lead pipeline. These are people we are really targeting, more than 600 companies in the industry. We have more than 100 universities, 100 associations we are targeting. You're seeing the people working together with us. Fraunhofer is one of the key clients, and we have a lot of network agreements already. The market opportunity is huge. The serviceable obtainable market is more than 100 million. If you leverage this technology into other areas like asset management, bringing deals together to investors, supply chain management, matching supply and demand, it's exactly the same problem, and you can use the platform for that. That is, in the end of the day, resulting in a huge market. ipOcean has a big advantage over competitors because nobody else has a virtual legal process in the background. You might find virtual legal processes where you can negotiate contracts as a single stage solution. We have it fully on the platform, and you do not have to load your data on our platform. We have ambitious sales targets, and this is really based on our virtuous cycle. We are selling the pilots, and these people are getting into subscriptions. We want to transition these guys into enterprise solutions. We have the target of over 9 million revenues within 3 years, and we believe we can easily make that one. The timeline is pretty tough. We are currently on here. So we want to close now our financing round, and we want to really kick off our sales initiative. And we have a target of really 20 pilots per month we want to reach in February, March next year. Here you're seeing on the side, you have seen before our strong team. Here you see the core founders. It's a meeting strategy together with network and technology. We all have a huge and a strong background in industry, so we know what we're talking about. Our current investment round, we are looking for 240K. If you're interested, in the end of the day, please get in contact with us. For 240K, you're getting 2,000 shares. You can book immediately a meeting. And last but not least, I have to thank our partners here because this is not would not happen if we don't have partners. The telecom, because we are running on their servers on the Open Telecom Cloud, we are running on German servers. It's important for the clients. We are in the BlockRockET network, so thanks to Benjamin, thanks also for selecting us here to pitch, and also to the 5HT Digital Hub. And happy to answer any questions, and if you want to invest in our company, book a meeting here. If you're interested in joining the platform, go on myipOcean.com, register yourself, and happy to welcome you.
All right, thank you, Holger. Perfectly well timed. Thanks a lot. Then, yeah, but we have 5 minutes Q&A now. So from the jury side, do you have some questions for Holger for your rating right now?
Yes, Holger, it's Wolfgang here. I have one question. Who do you sell to within a company?
We are approaching two different people. In the end of the day, it's a smaller company. We are targeting directly the CEOs or the research people. If it's a bigger company, it's a chief information officer or chief research officer. For Henkel, for instance, we are approaching 2 areas, the chief information officer, and on the other side, the chief research officer. And the chief information officer, we do that together with the telecom distribution because they really have the arm and they're doing it with us. So they're currently reaching out to them. So it's a collaborative effort.
And if I just may add one add-on question, what problem do you solve for them?
It's pretty simply, they have supply chain optimization. On the one hand side, they want to see what the suppliers deliver, what the clients need in the end. So they want to see the stuff on their platform. They want to have an innovation platform on the site. So they are running innovation challenges on the site. They want to present their innovation to other people in an exhibition. So these are, for instance, also smaller company like Lausanne Pharma. They're running innovation circles on the one hand side, but they're presenting all their innovations on the other side. And if people are interested, they have to identify themselves. It's about really starting the initial contact to new clients and also have a very strong relationship to the existing clients on top, because you can't simply share the stuff via web page.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Wolfgang. Any other questions?
Hi, Holger. Benedict here. Thanks for your pitch. I want to ask one more question. Could you please elaborate a little bit more about the use case for Fraunhofer? So what exactly do they do with you, and what is the use case for them?
The use case for Fraunhofer is pretty simple. You have over 50 Fraunhofer institutes. So what they are doing is they have things like called license institutes. They want to present their technologies to SMEs, to the industry. So what they're doing, they can't do it via the web page. They're simply uploading these projects. They want to present them directly to the industry. If the industry is interested in looking at it, they're signing our NDAs on the flight. So we have these contracts on the flight process in the background. So when they start sharing the information, they have a signed NDA. But they want to have, in the end of the day, a platform where they can provide their technology to everybody. And because of the exhibition character and the marketplace character, Fraunhofer, all these Fraunhofer institutes can more or less cross-link their entries into the other areas of the Fraunhofer Institute. So you can do it by lead markets, by other dimensions, by industries and whatsoever, presenting the same technology in a similar way. It is exactly the same entry.
And what are your thoughts on sales cycles given the current pandemic? So do you think that corporate budget will be frozen for a couple of years, or what's your perception on this?
No, the point is we are asking here about 600 users to start. That is a key. That's a key element, because the people want to see outcome if they make a decision to spend in the beginning 2,000, 3,000 or 10,000 euros. We are seeing there's a huge demand. We have an association, BME. It's a Verband für Materialwirtschaft. They have 9,500 clients. They have exactly the problem. They can't do offline exhibitions. So they do a 24/7 online exhibitions. They do, in the background of their BME product, a My BME DE portal, which is in the end of the day ipOcean. Currently, we are seeing that we are exactly at the sweet spot of these problems, because people can't meet anymore, and then they need the trust. They need these NDAs. They have to get in touch. And while the platform, they're integrating Zoom, they're integrating other video chats to get in contact, but they can immediately share the sensitive information. It's not sitting on our side, it's sitting on their side. And they have a fingerprint on it, they have a contract on it if they want to. And they simply start. But the key hurdle is not the high price of an enterprise solution. The key hurdle is a 600 user in the beginning. Without this one, the people do not stop. That's what we have experienced over the last weeks, and we tested it out. It works.
This is Alex. Maybe I missed it. What kind of projects are ideally suited for your platform? Is it any type of innovation project, or what's the focus?
The focus is for our platform really technology innovation. It depends on the companies. There's a company, for instance, in California presenting catalysts for European market. We have Fraunhofer presenting their newest technology to the broad audience. We have Lausanne Pharma asking for innovation. They're running innovation challenges. We are currently doing the same thing for the association DECEMA, where they are in discussions to run also their innovation challenges. In the end of the day, you can do it for all type of sensitive assets. We are talking to rainmaker partners so that our platform becomes more or less the deal-making platform for even bringing real estate, private equity deals, VC deals together and sell it to investors. But it will not happen on ipOcean. It will be a separate project because it is segregated, because here the pricing is on transaction pricing.
And one more question. Where's the link? I mean, it could be a standard database solution. Where's the blockchain connection? Why is blockchain so useful?
The blockchain element is really you're doing the fingerprint on the data because you have proof of authenticity of the data. You can't do it in a database. We have 100 databases of this type because the people do not trust that if somebody takes it out, you can't identify the people. The blockchain is used for identification, the identity in the wallet, document keys. It is used for proof of authenticity, proof of delivery, proof of transfer. And in the end of the day, you can't do that with emails because you don't know if the emails really reach this target. Here you can do really all the proof, who really has interacted with each other. And you can't simply do it in a data room and a due diligence room. It's a solution, you load everything in there, but you must know the people up front. And our system is a complementary to these data rooms, so you can put it on the side to really improve your data room. And we are in discussions with the data room provider on that topic already. So therefore, it's really, the blockchain element is key, but it's in the background. It's like the display on a smartphone, because we are providing a fully fledged solution and not a single, blockchain solution you have to build into your solutions, because that is one of the biggest problems currently. The investment money goes down here. Yeah.
And how much traction do you have in terms of connections?
I'm really sorry to interrupt, Alex. We already exceeded 2 minutes. Really sorry to interrupt. I would suggest that if you have follow-up questions, we're super happy to put you in touch with the staffs afterwards directly. And yeah, thanks a lot to you for your pitch, Holger. I much appreciate it.
Thanks, and Alex, I give you a call and we can have a quick discussion on that one.
I already scheduled a meeting. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Then the next startup, you're welcome. Next startup would be B.A.M Ticketing from Georg. Let me know when you're ready.
I already shared my screen. I assume everybody can see it. Okay, let's start. Well, did you ever pay too much for a live concert or football match? Here are the reasons. As you now already know, the event ticketing market is completely broken. Whichever sports, music, or live event you pick, tickets are scarce, quickly sold out, or completely overpriced. And pictures like this one are not some rarity. The reasons for this are a market full of mistrust. Up to 90% of all tickets are bought by middlemen, scalpers, and bots. We see booming black markets and highly inflated prices on secondary markets. These issues are known by everybody for years and already all over the media. That's why also a large number of artists and fan organizations and sports clubs actively stand up to fight those issues. But even regulations, even the latest from the European Union, are lacking real power in this fight of an online business. B.A.M blockchain technology is completely changing the game in ticketing. We are creating a federated blockchain network for those who are fed up with this, from sport clubs over public authorities to the ones getting cheated the most, the artists and the fans, that is you. We create tailored consensus protocols for the ticketing industry, like multi-signature issuance, detailed permissioning, who can initiate transaction and who can see transactions and who don't. We keep this business data a secret by implementing secret and shared data between the network participants. At the same time, we assure highest data privacy by implementing jurisdiction sharding. A ticketing system demands for a minimum of 250 transactions per second to be able to sell a concert, and a latency below 1 second is needed to validate the tickets at the entrance. Our dedicated ticketing network with industry-tailored protocols shows a substantial edge for this kind of blockchain application. And if not obvious by now, blockchain makes the ticket tamper-proof, no more fake tickets. The future of blockchain application is clearly around identity, as we heard. In the B.A.M network, a fan can prove to an event organizer that he's a real person without conveying his real identity. He can also prove that he's not blacklisted by the venue, banning hooligans even from secondary markets. The fan could even prove his health status using a digital health pass. But even without knowing the identity of a user, our behavioral scoring is able to identify bots, scalpers, and other suspicious behavior using real-time profiling of all transactions. The introduced transparency has some more effects. Currently, the secondary market is under control of professional traders. Our solution leads to an integrated market. By eliminating the middleman, we bring additional revenue to from the secondary markets to artists, organizers, and venues. Besides this, we are well prepared for other blockchain solutions evolving, as we think that trustless interoperability is key in the future, and we got well prepared for this. We provide ticketing as a service and support the whole ticketing lifecycle. The core is an automated clearing and settlement system for smart contracts secured by blockchain. An organizer dashboard to easily control and monitor all ticketing transactions. A marketplace to buy and sell blockchain tickets. A universal wallet to store blockchain and traditional tickets, vouchers, member cards, and more. Plus an easy to use real-time access controller. Our B2C consumer product gives easy access to blockchain ticketing to everybody as a self-service platform. Our business product adds extensive digital services like contact tracing, integrated loyalty programs, micro-insurances, enforcing regulatory compliance, automated real-time pricing, and many more. Can we do all of this? Yes, we can. My passion for blockchain comes from the financial industry, for which I developed prototypes all my career. Together with Mirko, we built a team of experienced blockchain solution experts. And of course, we are well backed by our system architect, backend and frontend developers. Is this a big thing? Yes, of course. The worldwide ticketing market is worth 90 billion euro and expected to grow very fast, even out of the pandemic. Also, industry analysts assume that blockchain ticketing will play a major role in the future. We earn a commission of up to 10% on every single transaction, even on secondary markets. As you can see, we came far, but we will go even further. We are publishing our public beta already in January and expect to profit from the current need for online sales and contactless entrance. Last year, we were accepted by a highly ranked incubation program and granted the public funding. This year, we were incorporated into BlockRocket, nominated for the Blockchain Award in Austria, partnered with IBM, and received a Horizon 2020 EU funding. For next year, we have ambitious targets and we are opening a seed investment round. So if you are interested in investing in B.A.M Ticketing, don't hesitate contacting me, as we are already starting the talks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Georg. Then yeah, let's jump right over to the Q&A session. Do you guys have some questions for Georg?
Yeah, I have a big picture one. Hi, Georg. Thanks for your presentation. Very clear. And also a very clear use case, but timing obviously is tough for live events. So I was wondering what your bigger picture view is on how the dynamic around live events will change going forward as we come out of a pandemic, and you know, the opportunities for you around that specific, you know, new normal, if you will.
Well, as I showed before, we kind of well, we didn't need to adapt. We just moved some of our development goals a little bit to the near future, like implementing KYC processes, and we partnered with IBM, who provide a digital health pass. So specifically for the events, we provide services where live events can take place rather sooner than later, because we can provide all the data which is needed to have a security concept for a live event. Of course, the live events need to pick up. We expect that they will pick up only in the second half of 2021. But this is already regarded in our financial plans. And we will be well prepared for this and provide even services to like get into live events even sooner than that.
Yeah, I have one question. Who in the industry actually decides how to sell the tickets? So through whom?
Well, that's depending on the case. In most cases, it's the artist. And as I've shown before, there are, like, you name them. It's Metallica, it's Adele, it's Rammstein, it's whatever you pick. They're really pushing for secondary market control, and they're pushing for face value tickets. So in most cases, the artist will pick the ticketing company. In other cases, it will be the venue, but you have like a highly concentrated market in the ticketing industry. So most of the venues and organizers, they are keen in getting rid of the big players at the moment, because they became too dependent on those. And as you can see from the media, also those big ticketing companies, they got some issues with the secondary markets. For example, Ticketmaster was providing software to the ticket scalpers a couple of years ago. And Ticketmaster was even driving their own secondary markets, moving tickets which were not even sold on primary markets directly to the secondary markets to improve their profits. So the artists, the venues, the organizers, they don't even trust the ticketing companies anymore.
Okay, thanks.
In terms of technical status, if someone came to you, could you use your system? Is it ready to go? And
yes.
In terms of partnerships, do you already have some partnerships lined up, so you know that it would get going soon?
We have basically two kind of products. One is an easy-to-go self-service platform for small artists who can issue their tickets. They will receive their funding immediately. Plus, there is a business product which is more for as an API service, or ticketing as a service, as we call it, for large organizers. We are talking with large organizers here in Austria, which have a turnover of 200 million, but we're also talking to small artists which have like 20 concerts a year and use the self-service platform. But the market is even bigger, because as I said, even museums have now they are searching for an online sales channel to get rid of the visitors at their box offices. So they can buy the ticket online We register all the COVID-19 relevant information for them, and after 28 days later, we delete it automatically. So there are like really a bunch of potential customers around there, and we could even extend our services for vouchers, like for restaurants. Here in Vienna, everybody received a 50 euro voucher during the first lockdown, and those were stolen at a high rate from the mailboxes. So we could even cover that.
You could use it for movies, I mean, movie theater, but you could also use it for parking, couldn't you? Is that?
Well, yes, we can adapt this to a lot of use cases. The USPs, they're like really in the high end. So the blockchain use case is in high end music events, but also in sports, of course. If you think about the UK, Italy, France, Spain, you have a lot of fraud and a lot of black market there. So we can use it for everywhere where ticketing is actually in place. We can provide a easy to use clearing and settlement system for the ticketing there.
I need to cut short at this point again, unfortunately. A lot of good questions. Again, same thing. Feel free to catch up with Georg afterwards. Thanks a lot for your pitch, Georg. And lastly, for the idea stage, we would have Raphael from Doxychain now.
Yes, thanks, Ben. Let me share the screen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for the votes. It's great to be in the top 3, and let's see how our solution can change also your business reality now. So, as just showed, we have like a challenge, and our target was like 1.5 years ago, we were attending a legal hackathon, and there were a bunch of lawyers sitting there and saying like, guys, it was pre-Corona time, why we cannot have like a solution where I can like negotiate even without meeting my clients as a lawyer, as a notary, my contracts, and sign it on a debt security level that I could even send it to the court, because there are some processes with these guys where they need to stick to timelines also officially with the legal entities. So this was the idea of creation of this solution. So now we think how we can rule them all also in different markets, not only in this SME lawyer market. So the idea is just coming back to how does it work? Imagine that you have to deal with a contract today, and you are going to upload your existing Word document, which you already have in preparation. Then you can invite a very, like on a WhatsApp group, you can invite members to this document. You also see like their faces, and then you can sign it, you can approve it, you can completely take control about it. And the good thing is, why blockchain? Blockchain in here just hashes the signature and also responsible for giving a proof of the archive of the document. So anything what was changed is then backed by this technology, and that's the beauty in it. So who is going to use this? So it's first of all financial institutions, banks, insurance companies, energy industry players, telecoms. So everywhere there, where in huge matrix organizations, you face hundreds of employees, thousands of customers, which you need to onboard in the same day, same time, not only locally, but also globally. And also for your business, because the first year was SMEs, lawyers, and notaries. So who is going to use this? We have already created a very small MVP, which is live with the city of Płock. It's based in Poland. Also, the startup is based in Warsaw. And the city of Płock is using this to sign deals with their sub-service companies who are building streets and city installations. The idea was generated by the team of the Warsaw University. And as you see, we have also Oracle on board, Wolters Kluwer. These are our business development partners, where we signed recently contracts where they will resell our solution to their clients. In the lower part, you see this is the leads we are right now talking. So we are invited by PricewaterhouseCoopers to join their BizDev acceleration program in January next year, where they also want to show this solution to their clients. And we have right now talks with Volvo, with JP Morgan, all of these guys, they want to use this solution to invite their customers for sales. Pure sales contract, very easy, very simple. And why? Because we created a very nice, simple UX. This is how it looks like. The solution is very instant. It's a normal common dashboard. We know this from unicorns like Slack, also like banking apps like Revolut. We have a very minimalistic overview in here. We also see the faces, and you can use it internally for your team and also externally for your team. Or you can also use it for budget decisions. Yeah, even like uploading invoices, very important in huger corporations, matrix organizations, legal departments, HR who is onboarding new employees. So here you can see who is in which stage, is it signed, is it not signed, and so on. So we strive to create something which is already out there, but it's not. Yeah, there are a lot of solutions who claim to do this, but it's not like one from A to Z. Durable medium, big topic. And here it comes why blockchain. This was basically it. The idea came from a very young lawyer, and he said, guys, there is something from the European Commission out there. There is the EDS directive, PSD2, durable medium, everything is there. There's exactly defined how we can, in the next 10 years, work with documents and signatures, legal binding, also from a person in the home office, even to online meeting then with the court. Yeah, it wasn't possible yet. It is possible now. That's the team. Very young team. I'm the co-founder of the project and responsible for growth and sales. I'm the oldest in the team with 39 years old. This is the next generation of blockchainists from the Warsaw University. Gabriel, our CEO, was selected by Forbes 25 under 25, coming from the tokenization project of the Warsaw Stock Exchange. Piotrek, our CTO, is the brain of the code. He was doing this already for Bosch and for Oracle. Marcin Lorenz is our CFO. This is the lawyer with the basic pain idea setup. And then we have a bunch of others who already worked in Polish blockchain projects who show proven track record of success. This is our break-even point. We know what the business model looks like. We know how much money we need to raise. And we know also where the break-even point, we feel that it's about 1.4 million in turnover, then we are profitable. This is the journey, very low level, very high level. We now have still a round open till January. It is 500,000 left to be filled in for 60% of equity. And we would love to find a VC who helps us to bring our product now into Europe. We have our product go live now in Poland, right now in January, February, and we look for partners who are scaling with us now into DACH, into the whole European Union. So that's it. We need VCs for MEA and APAC. And yeah, maybe one of you guys are one of these VCs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raphael. Do we have some questions?
Raphael, quick question. We've been using Doxychain for 4 years now, and it's working fine. So compared to Doxychain, what exactly is the advantage that you're delivering? What's the disadvantage that we're experiencing today?
Yeah, so thanks for this nice example. So Doxychain is a beautiful single feature tool. You email me after this call a document, I'm signing it, and then you're receiving a confirmation, and then you need to handle it somehow internally. So this is just like one piece of a bigger thing. And DocuSign, Adobe Sign, and all the others, they are really good in that what they do, but they demand from the user still a lot of back office work. So I need to tell my team and to instruct how they deal with the contracts in the back. We created a tool, the USP, the advantage over DocuSign is that this is just a part of a contract negotiation or approval process. Yeah, so it's just like a single feature from a user perspective. The user perspective is I need to get that paper digitally and I need to share it with many others on a legal binding level. And today, only with a single feature as DocuSign, you can't deploy that. But in our solution, it's designed like that you can do it. So inviting lawyers, notaries, and so on.
Sorry, I didn't. Maybe it's too early for me, but sorry, I didn't get it. What's the difference? You also have a document management platform included, or what? I didn't get it. Sorry.
It's a document management platform. You're uploading your Word document there, and then you can trace, invite, change it, negotiate the contract, and then you can store it. You can sign it. You can make different levels of signatures. For example, of approval, DocuSign gives you just the signature, and as you upload the document, and then you can even put 3 different layers of signatures, like EEDS directive conform with the durable medium from the European Union for legal binding documents, or just a very simple one for internal approval processes. So that's the difference. We have 3 categories of signatures sticking to the latest digital requirements from the European Union. On a level which is legally binding. That's the big deal in it.
So do you also support text editors on your platform? So am I possible to also work on the contracts?
Yeah, so you're uploading your Word, and we have a connection with Microsoft Word, and then you can just like trace the changes in the document with the people you invited.
How many customers do you have already, or pilot customers?
Right now we have 1 pilot customer. It's the city of Płotsk. 300,000 people are living there together with their law firm. And in this constellation, they did like over 50 contracts now since this summer. And we are now onboarding or signing a contract with also a partner company, Smart Factor, for example. And there are 70 more cities like the one we have right now live.
Hey, quick question on, you mentioned the big banks as your target customers, and clearly there's big barriers to entry there. The question I have is twofold. One, can you comment on, your network, or do you have like a bench of people that can help you get in the door there? And the other one is whether you've pitched your idea to the big banking software providers like a Temenos or Avaloq and their VC arms, and what their response was, in case you did.
Also, I start with the second one. No, we did not pitch to these entities yet. And coming back to the first question is, well, we have a great network from my perspective. So first of all, our angel is Jacek Bajorek, which is like a very famous lawyer in Poland, and he is also dealing with a lot of bigger companies. And our angel is opening here a network for the Polish territory. My role, I'm coming also from the banking. I was formerly 12 years in the banking for Elavon, for Evo Payments. And what we do is that I'm also part of the German Startup Association. Our founders are members of the digital, there's a digital association for Polish affairs. So there are the governments, there are the big banks, and this is how we create network for this corporate institutions. But of course, the VCs we strive to partner with now is, if there is a VC from Switzerland coming, we love to access his network. If there is a VC coming from UK or then you're from Germany, we love to use this network. That's why we team up with BlockRocket, because we want to focus after Poland on DACH.
Thank you. I need to cut short here as well. Thanks a lot for your pitch. So yeah, so we had 3 pitches for the idea stage. Thanks to everyone for the well preparation. Now is the time for the jury to make a vote. So please go to the email I've sent you and open there's 2 different forms. Make sure it's the form for idea stage, and just choose your name, and then please vote only for you only need to vote for the 3 that we're pitching right now. So the form has all 10 of them, because at that point of time we didn't know yet, of course, which one would be elected during the event. So just fill in the score for the 3 that have been pitching today. And I saw that 2, like Patrick and Wolfgang, you already used the form I think half an hour ago. Please use it again, because right now it's just yes, perfect. Okay, so 2 already voted. So there's still Patrick, Benedict, and Alex. If you have questions, then now's the time. In the meantime, we will announce the winners at the very end of the event. So in the meantime, I would ask Tim from Arkane to already prepare his setup for his first, for the elevator pitch for the seed stage. He's the first startup to pitch for today from the seed stage. Can you hear us, Tim?
I can hear you fine. Hi, Benjamin.
Perfect. Perfect. Do you have a setup, or do you just want to? Okay.
I have a setup, but I can start right away.
Give me a second. I want to finalize the vote for the jury members. Yeah, for all the seed startups, in case some of you were not here yet. So we will do exactly 60 seconds, and I will start measuring the time once you are ready with your setup and once you give me a go. And then we do a voting right after the 10 startups pitched. Okay. Okay, Benedict, are you on the, still waiting for you? Then we are complete. Ah, perfect, cool, fantastic. Thanks, everyone. Then, yeah, let's head over and start right away with Arkane. Okay, we're ready when you are, Tim.
Everyone joining us today understands the value of blockchain, how it will change the way we do business, and how we interact within our daily lives. At Arkane, we spent the time, the passion, and the perseverance to make blockchain simple and to keep the user secure. As a result, we've helped businesses to onboard more than 50,000 users by helping them create a user-friendly blockchain wallet. As a result, we're working with game studios and blockchain companies to create their own digital asset economy. We're inviting more blockchain companies to leverage our technologies and become a trusted partner. Who do you know that wants to join our network today? My name is Tim Dirksens, co-founder of Arkane. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Tim. Then second startup pitch would be from Vladimir for Blocksport.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you well.
1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes, works well.
You see my slide, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Full screen mode,
yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Vladimir. I'm CEO and founder of Blocksport. Do you know that video gaming unites billions of fans worldwide? And esports, especially super fast growing market with over 5 million fans globally. However, the problem is that 99% of the esport clubs and teams, they don't have mobile apps to activate, engage, and monetize communities. So Blocksport provides esport teams, streamers, influencers, federation leagues, and with the branded exclusive white label mobile app solution. So our B2B SaaS license model starts from $99 per month and ready to roll out within 7 days. Our bespoke white label mobile app combines information, community management, payments, affiliate marketing, shopping experience, gamification, and smart contact-based loyalty rewards, all within one platform. With our platform, each fan obtains personal digital wallet to enable an exchange of digital asset NFTs in order to create own collections of digital cards, store virtual goods, and accumulate the club coins. Our platform is live, and we have on board more than 25 clients who trusted us so far. So Blocksport in esport market leader with 5% market share. We generate the first revenue, which is growing every month. Join us today and became a part of our incredible journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Then next one would be Ayab from Breach from the US.
Thanks, Benjamin. Just going to share my screen really quickly.
Plus points for Ayab because it's like 2 a.m. or something, right? At your end.
Something like that. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, I can see it.
Great. Breach is creating regulated cyber insurance solutions that provide investors the option to protect themselves against crippling hacks to digital asset exchanges and custodians. As we bridge the significant gap between traditional insurance and crypto, we are uniquely positioned to provide the peace of mind that CIPC or FDIC provide to investors in the United States. Our first solution brings insurance options to crypto exchanges that investors otherwise just don't have access to. The availability of insurance also improves the user experience for crypto investors by allowing them to trust holding their crypto in exchange wallets rather than transferring them to third-party or hardware wallets, which of course create other risks and exposures to loss theft, and fraud. We are a founding team of builders that have deep experience in insurance, banking, as well as crypto, and are building insurance solutions that leverage partnerships with traditional reinsurers and brokers, as well as crypto native startups. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect. Then next pitch is from Christina from eCustoms.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes. So ready? Hi, my name is Christina and I'm the CEO and co-founder of eCustoms, a blockchain platform to synchronize global trade. Of course, blockchain is not only cryptocurrency, it's the perfect technology for supply chain. Supply chain powers the world, but what seems really simple for the user, one click and buy button, requires nowadays a complex paper-based logistics system on the back end. It's more than 10 trillion euros market that needs to be disrupted. A huge amount of stakeholders are handling data manually, thousands of times per shipment. And today, the exchange of information in every trade is not a standard, and participants has to rely on tons of paper being shared for every single trade. That's why we decided to start the eCustoms so that all the participants in the world of trade are able to cooperate seamlessly from an agnostic, neutral, open, and secure platform based in blockchain. If you want to know more about our project, vote us, and we will explain the details in a while. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Then the next pitch would be Henning from Finexity.
Okay, cool. You guys can hear me, you can see me. I don't have any slides prepared, but you can see my camera.
Yes, you can start if you want.
Cool. Okay, then we'll start. Finexity is the new liberty. It's the go-to place for digital property. What do I mean by that? Well, it's the real thing. It's the real estate and the real bling bling. Invest into hand-picked property. Relax and lean back because it's hassle-free and profit just like an owner. We take care of the rest, renting out and managing and whatever comes next. Blockchain secured and asset assured. I'm talking no more than the liberalization of buildings, art, jewels. Then the whole freaking nation be a hodler or hustler, make $1 for a dime. Cool thing is trade your share anytime. Stay invested forever, just a couple of years. Want to go on that cruise? Set sail, sell your shares. Go to Finexity now or download the app. Fall in love instantly and invest in a snap. Be it houses, wall holds or cars, because you know we do the real deal with the real stars. Check it out now and then be free. Take new ownership, but without the messy responsibility, because you know how it be. Haters gonna hate, but you take care of money. Thank you very much.
Wow,
nice
thank
performance.
You. We'll add some music next time. They come unexpected.
I will add.
Nice. Very nice, very nice. Thanks for the preparation. Much appreciated. Cool. Then next pitch is Marius from Finoa.
Hi, everyone. I don't have slides either, but I hope that you can see and hear me.
Yes, works well.
Cool. So 2020 has been an amazing year for the entire crypto ecosystem, but we are still seeing relatively low engagement from institutions and professional investors in Europe. The industry still has to overcome considerable challenges, and regulation, security, and usability are key to mainstream adoption. Finoa set out to tackle this problem with a unique warm storage solution, combining best-in-class German engineering with the highest military-grade security standards, and helps professional investors manage all their digital asset needs from one place in a seamless and regulated way. This year, our team of top management consultants and security and banking experts have gotten great traction by showing that we can integrate with emerging protocols faster than leading global players, that we can partner with credible institutions such as T-System and CoinList, and that we can serve a multitude of large institutional investors with very sophisticated needs. So we hope that you will consider us a finalist today so that we can showcase what we are one of the leading crypto startups, both in Germany, but also globally.
Thank you, Marius. Then next one would be Anton from Flovtec.
Hello, everyone. Looking forward to the pitch. I will share my slides. I hope you see them. Can you please confirm? And I'm ready to start.
Yes, can see them.
Okay. So thanks, everyone, for having me. To give you my story, I co-founded one of the first blockchain companies in Switzerland. That was back in 2013. Called Lyche, where I built a digital asset exchange with 100,000 plus clients. And we did something very unique. We issued one of the world's first security tokens that was actually tradable in the secondary markets. So running an exchange and issuing my own security token, I realized firsthand that the big vision that we have actually completely breaks without liquidity. And that's why Flovtec exists. And Flovtec is a Swiss technology company that provides market-making solutions to digital asset exchanges and to the token issuers with the goal of creating a liquid and efficient market for all these tokens. Now, the big vision of Flovtec is actually to make liquidity a household word. So that means if your granddaughter one day tokenizes something and she comes and says, oh, I have created a token, the first question you ask her is, but is the token liquid? And hopefully, if Flovtec does a good job, she will reply, yes, it's liquid because I floved it or I Flovtec'd it, and that's why we have liquidity for all these tokens. So thank you very much, and happy to address any questions that you might have later on.
Okay. Thank you, Anton. The next would be Eugen from Madana.
Hi guys, do you hear me?
Yes, can you?
Yeah, let me just quickly share my screen. Right, you see it?
Yes, works well.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for having me here. I would like to introduce Madana and our solution today to you. So Madana is a cybersecurity company based in Berlin. We provide next generation cloud, application, and data security solutions and secure and trustless off-chain computation. With our patented solution, we improve in scalability on blockchains and secure DeFi oracles in a blockchain agnostic way. We have partnered with crypto industry leaders like Waves, Ontology, Neo, and Lisk. We have also partnered with OVH clouds in the traditional cloud sector, all of which benefit from our cutting-edge technology. Our Madana platform connects all participating ecosystems through our Madana nodes. Node operators offer secure computing resources to the network in exchange for our cryptocurrency MDN. We have raised 1.5 million euros in token sales so far, and I would love to tell you more about our incredible solution, and I hope for your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Then the next pitch would be Carsten from Spherity.
Yes, now I need to share my screen. Aha, here's screen sharing. Yeah, so Spherity is a B2B identity company. And at Spherity, we are doing enterprise and object identity for supply chains, basically addressing very basic problems, third-party risks of suppliers and customers, fake products, and then numerous scandals in supply chains that are not transparent and considerable damage. How do we do it? We basically transform the internet from internet that's encrypted today in an internet with identity that's encrypted and where a shitload of signed data. So where every machine, every company is signing data. And we are only applying W3C standards and other standards and to ensure that we have interoperability and data portability. So basically our product is secure and compliant cloud wallet in accordance to enterprise requirements, easily customizable, easily integrated in existing legacy infrastructures. And we do it with a lot of pharma companies from third-party risk management, supplier onboarding, electronic product information, a couple of other use cases. And our diamond use case is a US drug supply chain authorized trading partner verification. And that's what we're planning to to provide more details in the second part of the pitch. And we're doing this with the world's biggest pharma companies and wholesalers and bringing this in production as we speak right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Carsten. Then last pitch for elevator pitch session would be Moritz from Trality.
Yes, good morning. Can you see and hear me? I'm not sharing my screen this time. All right, perfect. Good morning. My name is Moritz, CEO and co-founder of Trality, and I believe that in the future, everything is going to be automated by bots. It doesn't matter whether we talk about our private communication, our smart home, our transportation. And I'm convinced that the same also goes for our investments. And once this is a reality, there will be only one and really only one platform that people think about for automated private investments. And that's going to be Trality. In professional trading already over 90% of trading is completely automated based on algorithms. But in private investments, we don't see this kind of algorithmic trading. And the vast majority of private traders simply lose money as we speak. In fact, over 80% of private traders cannot turn a profit thanks to emotional bias. So at Trality, we aim to change this. We're building a marketplace platform for crypto trading bots, which will eventually become a one-stop shop for all automated investments of our users. So trading bots will manage their investments in an environment that is both easily accessible and highly curated across asset classes, across platforms, all in one place. Thank you.
Thank you, Moritz. Perfect. Then thanks to all the staffs for the elevator pitch. Now we're through also with the seed stage. Then I would suggest the same as before. Jan, can you please initiate the voting poll again for the audience? Same procedure as before. So we have 3 votings each. We start with which startup you think was the best, and then we do it again for second best and third best. And those 3 will then finally pitch right away for their regular pitch session. Let's give it some more time, like 10, 20 seconds. We aim at least at 70% voter participation.
It's a tight race, so keep voting.
Another 10 seconds, maybe. Yeah, please, everyone vote right now. Okay, I think it's a very close call. Finexity is selected for the next round. It was a very creative pitch. It was a bold move, so congratulations. Then yeah, let's do it again for a second startup.
But don't vote for Finexity now. The option is still there because we couldn't adjust the polls quickly enough. Don't vote for Finexity. They're already in the second round.
Give another 10 to 20 seconds.
Very tight race.
Yes, but actually, I think we can also close this one. It's Trality from Moritz from Trality that will also pitch. So congratulations, Moritz. And let's do one more final vote for a third startup to determine.
Yeah. So who do you think is the third best? Don't vote Trality and don't vote for Finexity. Let's go. Last chance to get into the final round.
Okay. Give another 10 seconds and then, yeah. Henning, you can already prepare your setup if you like. I would suggest you start once we finish right away with your pitch.
Cool. Then I'll share my screen. And you guys can tell me if you see it right now.
I can see it. I give you the go in just a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we can also close the final round. So third startup would be Christina from eCustoms. So also congratulations. So we start with Henning, 5 minutes pitch, 5 minutes Q&A. Then we do Morris from Trality, and then we do Christina from eCustoms. And stage is yours, Henning.
The stage is mine. Thank you very much. This time, I think without a wrap, focusing on the core element. What is our mission? We really set sails to liberalize the asset investment market in total. So we started off end of last year with tokenizing real estate and then have opened up into a multi-asset fractional investment platform. As wrapped before, what have we looked forward to? It is to give you the chance to really pick hand-pick properties and assets and invest in a snap. So you really pick your asset, you choose your investment sum, and after that, you really lean back and relax because you profit just like an owner of the value growth as well as the performance of the asset that you have invested in. Nice thing is blockchain technology enabled, you have your virtual shares in your possession anytime and can sell these on our secondary market as you please. So we bring liquidity into a market that has lacked liquidity for a really, really long time. So our vision is really to become the Amazon of digital assets, to really tokenize everything. Frank Thelen once had that citation really saying, tokenize the world. And we really say, okay, this is digital assets, it's 100% regulated. We have a couple of solutions for that. First of all, the foremost is really the Finexity brand. I'm talking about the Finexity marketplace. Starting from 500 euros into handpicked properties of your choice, you can invest as you wish. We have gotten very strong interest from high net worth individuals. And for that, we have launched a second marketplace, the so-called club deals. These are special deals for special people really having a very focused view onto specific assets. But although we always say we want to have the best investments that we ourselves want to invest into, there is a whole plethora of assets that you can tokenize. And for that, we have opened our platform as a software as a service model. We have opened that in summer this year, giving everybody the chance to make use of our technology. In a sense, we lean back, we're in the background, you don't see anything. It's like fulfilled by Amazon, fulfilled by Finexity, as well as giving you the chance to co-list your products on our marketplaces, as well as create completely new marketplaces. So I'm right now, for example, in talks with the sustainability platform. It's going to be green all over. You're going to go into photovoltaic and into wind energy, and it has a specific customer approach, a specific customer branding. This is stuff that you can build upon our technology that we have created. Let's have a quick look on the multi-asset marketplaces. I see 3 minutes, got to speed you through, guys. So as mentioned before, it's 100% asset-backed. This really reduces the administration fees thanks to blockchain technology and gives you the expertise, because not only do you now know what is a good deal, but you can even get hold of a good deal, because it's really hard nowadays, especially in the real estate market, to get a grab on the really, really good deals out there. And in a sense, bringing you the liquidity and all the benefits as wrapped before. If we look at what we're aiming for, this is a typical portfolio of a high net worth individual. So these are people that are rich. These are very high net worth. And if you see, of course, everybody's got stocks, bonds, some liquidity, meaning cash. But on the left hemisphere, we really have the illiquid side, starting off with real estate, private equity, arts, old timers, fine spirits, stuff like that, more than 40%. And this is what we're really targeting for, really giving you the chance to really reduce the entry barriers as well, the time consumption, because it's cool to own. As soon as you own, you know it's a pain to manage and to take care of that. We got you covered on that as well. Last but not least, short overview over banking solution, software as a service, really the 360 portfolio. First of all, we're looking at the structuring side. So we bring digital assets into the Finexity ecosystem, into the database. We foremost, but if you are a really good asset manager, you have some ships, some trains. Elon, I want to tokenize SpaceX flights. So this is stuff that you can bring into the ecosystem. This is on the asset sourcing side. Then going to the right hemisphere, really saying, okay, what's the distribution channel? Of course, we got our marketplaces. We're currently in a couple of talks of building completely new brands, be it with really established banks as well as new players, talking about tokenizing, for example, music royalties and stuff like that. And last but not least, Having good assets, having a good marketplace is awesome, but we build the digital solutions to onboard all the players. So if you are an independent financial provider or you are a client bank, I can onboard you, you get the tipster IDs, you can spread the word and profit as everybody else from the whole ecosystem. Without exploding the time, I would say, thank you very much. I'll leave you with this last slide to give you a couple of key achievements, really saying, okay, we have this one solution and we really reduced the time to structure a deal. It's down to 2 weeks until we can bring an asset up front. We have 4 projects closed and one is coming in the next 24 hours. Not quite sure, but really stay tuned. And this is going to be sold out really, really fast. So anybody interested, give me a private message. Maybe I can get you in. We did a couple of smaller financing rounds, prepping for our Series A that will be in the 2 million figures. 6,000 registered and active users, not only registered, and we got now a total of 8 million assets under management and another +2 closing in on this year, as we will be closing our Berlin project soon. Thank you for your attention, and maybe we'll start the Q&A session.
Thank you, Henning, for your pitch. Great. Yeah, let's go right over to questions. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, why don't I start? Thanks, Henning. And by the way, congratulations on your onboarding process on the app. That works really well and smooth. I tried that the other day.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, we released last week. It was really like, we want to push this out before Christmas. This is our gift to the community.
It works really well.
Nice, thanks.
So I have 2 questions, if I may. The one is, you mentioned liquidity as a goal, and clearly there's 2 aspects to it. One is transferability, i.e. can you transfer it, right? And that's, I guess, the easy part. And the more difficult one is, how do you actually provide liquidity in a market then that may be fairly illiquid in nature? So maybe you can comment on that. The other one is your target customers. Is your vision to target high net worth individuals and make their investments more efficient? Or is your vision really making investments that are typically high net worth individual investments available to a broader investor audience?
Okay, thanks for these questions. Going through them in chronological order. So the first one was in sense of the market maker liquidity area. You're totally right, only because I can now trade a virtual share. So it is handled, is regulated by German law, is a stock. Only because I can trade it. It's not that everybody is pushing through my doors and wants to buy it. We have a couple of nice features that we give our investors to really bring the liquidity to the market. On the one hand, we're talking with family offices, bringing in a lot of interest into the products. Because to be dead honest, I mean, I'm the IT guy, but to be dead honest, it's all about the assets. You really need good performing assets. The rest will then come. So we're talking with family offices as well as the high net worth individuals, bringing in more investments and then challenging the retailers when it comes to the liquidity on the market. Second thing that we do is we provide you expert evaluations of the asset. So we are now partnering, I'm currently in onboarding them technically, to give you a real-time asset evaluation. Sure, when we're talking about real estate, this will not be as frequent as maybe stocks or some other investment. But on the other hand, giving you the assurance, okay, this is the asset worth on the free market right now. These are things that really strengthen the liquidity on the market. To answer your second question, without losing time, and maybe your other guys can ask a question or two, we are targeting high net worth individuals, family office, as well as retail. We have come to the conclusion in this roundabout 1 year that we have been live that there are really 2 key audiences, and this really proves the overall research that we have done. We have the Generation X. They already have a house. The kids are out of their house. They usually have a small apartment. They know what a burden it is to really take care of that stuff. They have a little bit more financial flexibility. They can invest a little bit more, but they want to have reduced stress. And then there's the Generation Y, and I see a lot of people of us being in the Generation Y. Our lives are here. They're in the smartphones. We're on the go. We always want to stay flexible. We know we're just finished from uni. We're going to have like 3 jobs in 5 years in one country. Not sure if we want to already marry. Got to figure that out, and we have to stay flexible. Plus, we are Henrys. Everybody know what a Henry is? It's a high earner, not rich yet. And those are the persons that we educate, showing you what the really high advantage is. So I'm not against stocks, I'm not against crypto. So really diversify your portfolio, but look at the illiquid asset side and really invest into that as well. Don't keep your focus on that. And these are solutions that we bring to the table.
I think I'd also like to pose a question.
Sure.
At first, nice flow, by the way.
Thank you.
Talking about this real estate tokenization and investing, one thing that always pops into my head is why would someone prefer, let's say, the investment through a token when it comes to real estate investment, rather than just buying an ETF or REIT, which you can also buy fractionalized?
Definitely, and a good question. Thanks for that. So the rights in the ETFs in that sector. Let me put it straight. You're invested in a 5 billion fund. You have real estate all across the world, and you're invested into a shopping center in Dubai. This needn't be a bad thing. You can do good money off of that, but you do not have any real connection nor wisdom or knowledge about your investment. Definitely you see the KPIs, you know, okay, it's performing, but with our solution, I can head over here in Hamburg with my wife to the Jenfelder Au and say, honey, over there, second floor left where the light is shining, we're invested with 15K into that. And this gives everybody a really a near and a connection back to their investment. That's something that's really interesting, as well as, yes, sure, diversification, you can get that. I always say, if you're a rich kid, why don't buy them in full and just get a couple of them, have fun with that. But it's all about the diversification. Of course, if I have a really cool asset, I can lay all my eggs in one basket, but that is not a strategy that I emphasize on. There's something that we give the flexibility through our solution, which really differentiates us. And last but not least, we're saying, okay, all these, I call them old school structures. They're not bad, but they're outdated. And now with new technology and really reducing not only the entry barriers, but as well as the administrative costs, the upfront costs that are really indulged into a huge fund, this is something really worth thinking about. And if you can skip that and put that in your own pocket, I would suggest go for it.
Thank you. We have to cut short here as well. Thanks a lot for the pitch. Excellent pitch, Henning.
Thank you.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the next startup, which is Moritz from Trality.
Sir, thank you very much. Sharing my screen real quick. Can you confirm?
Confirmed, yeah.
Yes, perfect. All right, thanks again. Good morning again from my side. My name is Moritz, co-founder and CEO of Trality, and Trality is the platform for anyone to create and invest through automated trading bots. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I was doing a PhD at university, and I was getting a lot into crypto trading to sort of finance my studies, and realized, very soon that you're bound to lose a lot of sleep doing so, and eventually, in the worst case, also a lot of money. And it turns out when you read some studies, you're not alone. Over 80% of private traders lose money when they actively trade. One of the key reasons for this is that we as humans are just incredibly biased in our decision making. So we're really bad at making decisions like when to go into a trade, but also especially when to go out of a trade. And this is super contrary to the professionals on Wall Street, but also in crypto trading, where we see that over 80 up to 90% of trading is already completely being automated based on algorithms. But we don't see this automation in private investing. The reason is that you need good tools to do that. And these tools are very expensive, very time consuming, and very difficult to learn. And this is exactly where we want to jump in with Trality. We want to empower over 50 million private traders to make profits with algorithmic trading. And the way we want to do that is with a marketplace solution for trading bots. So we have two user groups. On the one hand, we have the creators, whom we're giving the best tools to create, test, and deploy their trading bots right on our platform for live trading. And they can then either trade for themselves and make their own profits, or they have the potential of a significantly larger side income by putting their trading bots onto the marketplace and renting them out to our second user group, the follower. The follower gets a slick and easy to use mobile app. With a few clicks, he can go on the marketplace, select the bot that's perfect for them, follow the creator's bot, and every algorithmic trade done by that bot is automatically being copied onto their account. Now, we're not the only platform for trading bots. How do we set ourselves apart? We believe we have a USP, a strong one on the creator side and one on the follower side. If we look at the first one, we really put an emphasis on attracting the smartest bot creators onto our platform. We give them, as I said, the best tools available in private trading, among others, the world's first in-browser Python editor with a debugger ready for end-to-end encryption. We're working on improved profitability mechanisms with machine learning modules. And of course, and this is the important feature, we give them this unique connection to a large follower base via a real marketplace on one platform that directly connected to their followers, and they can engage with them. All the while, they don't even have to reveal their intellectual property. It completely stays with the creator. On the other hand, on the follower side, we want to offer them what we call the App Store for trading bots. Why App Store? Because we really want to go after what Apple does so well, namely combining an unrivaled accessibility. In the future, they won't even need third-party exchange accounts or even API keys, with a very strong focus on curation and quality control. This won't be a jungle of different trading bots, but it will really only focus on quality. In the end, this bot will manage a holistic portfolio for all our users across asset classes and across platforms. We're currently completing our beta phase as we speak. We can already show some initial traction on our platform with actually quite little marketing spent so far. We have over 3,500 creators on our platform, over 350 weekly active users. We're currently running a trading competition with over 100 participants. And some of the bots on our platform show year-to-date results of over 80% above market performance. In addition, we've also been able to close a funding round this summer of 1.5 million euros, and we're planning to launch the marketplace in spring 21. Now, to achieve this and our other goals, of course, we've put together a group of very bright minds, not all of which fit on this slide, unfortunately, but we cover all bases from business to very strong tech and machine learning experience, to trading experience in international investment banks, to growth marketing in of course, very relevant industries. So as I said in my opening 60-second pitch, I believe and we believe that in the future, everything is going to be automated by bots. And when we talk about automated private investments, there will be one and only one platform that people think about, and this is going to be Trality. Combining unrivaled accessibility with high quality curation, the Trality bot marketplace enables a broad mass of users to benefit from automated trading. And they would otherwise have no access to it. So this is what we achieve. For these users, Trality will be the one-stop shop for automated investments. Bots will manage their investments across asset classes, across platforms, all in one place. Join us and try our beta. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Moritz. Then, yeah, let's head over right to the questions.
How do you measure the investment performance? Just by return, or how do you evaluate the bots?
No, so I mean, return is obviously one of them, but we have a broad analysis dashboard that is available to the user with several key indicators, such as market alpha and of course drawdown and several investment specific indicators that are available to the user.
Thank you.
What's the difference to an eToro where you can copy trader strategies?
So, I mean, obviously in the social trading aspect, there is some similarities, but the most important thing is that we believe that automation is going to be the future and that algorithmic trading is the future. On eToro, you copy or you follow individual traders, whereas here, we're really putting an emphasis on the algorithm. You follow bots and algorithms and you don't follow a trader. So there is no manual trades being done on our platform. Everything is automated by the best algorithms that we have.
Okay. How are you making money, Moritz, and how do you attract and monetize the bots on your platform?
Yes, very good question. I left the slide out and due to time, of course, but our business model is currently a subscription-based model on the one hand, where we take a monthly subscription for the bots that run on our platform. So if you go into the marketplace, follow a bot, depending on the monthly trading volume that this bot will trade for you, you will pay a subscription ranging from 10 euros per month to 300 euros per month. And in addition, we're also able to monetize via kickbacks from the exchanges that basically give money for trades that come via our platform. And the second question, sorry, could you repeat your second question? I have to admit it slipped my mind.
Yeah, it was for the two sides, basically. On the one hand, you have users who follow a bot, and on the other hand, you have users who publish or developers who publish the bot, people who create the algorithms. So just how both make money. Or
how we attract the bots, right? Was the question. This is what we're engaging in right now. I mean, obviously not all the creators that we have are building the best bots as we speak. So we're really engaging in community building, digging deep into the platforms and the communities where the best creators, the best quants, the best data scientists are exchanging their thoughts, and you know, directly approaching them, getting them onto our platform. One of the tools that has been working very well in the last couple of weeks was the trading competition that we started. There will be many more of those. We're planning also deep integration and cooperation with universities to incentivize and attract people to come on our platform, maybe foster and increase their skills by using our API and building the best bots, obviously, which can be then ultimately monetized for them, which is the biggest incentive.
So if a bot shows
question,
if a bot shows good performance, but then all of a sudden has very bad performance, like the long-term capital in the late 90s, good performance, and then crashed the financial system, would you be liable, or is there any risk for you as a platform?
No, I mean, obviously that is you know, a risk that cannot be mitigated for our users, and obviously our lawyers and our terms of service are very clear on this, that no liability exists for us as a platform provider.
All right, then let's conclude here. Thanks a lot. If you have questions to Moritz, of course, feel free to reach out to him or to reach out to us. We're happy to make an intro. Then last pitch for today is Christina from eCustoms.
I'm going to share my screen. Can you see it now?
Yes. Yes, can see it.
So first of all, thank you very much for selecting eCustoms as a finalist for this round. I'm proud of it, but thank you to BlockRocket to have this opportunity. As I commented before, I'm Christina. I'm the CEO and co-founder of eCustoms, a platform to synchronize global trade. Global trade powers the world, but what seems to be really simple for the user, one click and buy button, requires a very complex logistic system on the back end. So let's see how many participants are involved and how inefficient the process is with an example. Whenever a buyer buys some goods from the seller, lots of information needs to be interchanged in order to make the trade happen. First, the way they are going to pay the goods, sometimes as easy as a transfer, but some other as complicated as involving the buyer and seller bank to make a credit letter. Once the financials are solved, it has to be decided how to move the goods from the seller to the buyer. Once again, this can be done easily by road in the same country with just a few papers, or much more complicated when the buyer and seller are in different countries with different transport modes, different regulation, VAT, duties, and so on. The freight forwarder is the middleman in this complex process. They collect and handle all the information related to the trade, not only from the seller, but also from the buyer, deal with governments and customs, and contract the different service needed to take the goods to arrive to the buyer, make it profit of each operation. Today, this exchange of information in every trade is not a standard, and all the participants have to rely on tons of paper being shared for every single trade. That's why we decided to start the customs, so that all the participants in the world of trade are able to cooperate seamlessly from an agnostic blockchain, open and secure platform, where all the information is shared in a single place and is accessible by every participant in real time, saving up to the 70% of the time dedicated per shipment, allowing for less errors due to the single data entry point, automatizing processes with a smart contract, being ready for the new regulations that will be introduced in the European Union, and provide add-value services within the platform. The market is huge, more than 10 trillion, as I said before, and is already validated by some of the biggest companies in the world of trade. But all of these are closed solutions that force the participants to work with only one supplier, one container company, one software company, or even one bank. That's why our solution is better, because we are an agnostic platform that allows all the participants to cooperate freely with any participants of their choice. Our team's strategic advantage is that I'm the second generation of a freight forwarder, and I know the market and its problem very well. In fact, I'm also vice-president of Madrid Freight Forwarder Association, and I'm involved in many working groups at the national and international level. Of course, I'm not alone. My other two co-founders are Marcos, our CTO, 20 years building software project, the best well-known is Fintonic, and Manuel, our CCO, is a physics who works more than 15 years as an international business developer for Indra. I'm proud to say that we are a 9 incredible person team today. We have launched our MVP with key functionalities and add value to our early adopters. More than 1,500 shipments has been handled till today, and we have seen a strategic agreement with several stakeholders, importers, exporters, freight forwarders, tax authorities, and now we have a big opportunity we are working in. It's Brexit. We can speed up the flow, including the customs clearance part, by using our platform. We are at the stage 2 of our product roadmap. We are starting to get early traction on the MVP. We are doubling down the product, and we have applied to some tenders to continue building our product. We have not only worked in Spain, but also we are working in the European Union, LATAM, and Asia to develop our business. And stage 3 is our product vision, in which e-customs will develop into a SaaS-enabled marketplace where any participants will be able to search, compare, and partner with any participant for trade, making e-customs benefit from every single iteration in the marketplace. We have also built our advisory board that rocks with one of our key stakeholders. And to continue building this vision, we are now in our seed round. After that, we will be in good position to raise our Series A, whose goal will be to reach 1,000 clients and 2.5 million in ARR. The moment is now, and we need to be quick to be the best blockchain agnostic platform in the world of trade. So thank you for your time, and I'm happy to answer questions and would love to continue the conversation to understand how you could be part in our mission of disrupting global trade. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thanks, Christina. Then, yeah, let's head over to the questions.
Christina, this is a very fragmented market where there are a lot of players in that supply chain that need to handle a lot of documents. I was wondering, can you start onboarding those players one by one, or do you need to have a certain minimal mass of players in that chain in order to be successful?
Okay, thank you for this question, because it's a very important question, because we have developed the platform to be useful only with one of the stakeholders in. I mean, nowadays the interchange of these documents for the supply chain is done by email, by courier, in paper-based. So if we obtain one of the stakeholders working in the platform, we can do it better than the process is now. Okay, so we do not need everybody to be in for e-customs to work. We only need one stakeholder to be a user of the platform. We have developed what we call magic link in order to invite people that are currently no users of the platform. If, for instance, they can upload documents or can work somehow for this shipment in particular. So we have solved this problem in order to avoid putting all together, because this is the way it is not going to work. We have developed this magic link in order to solve this problem, but only with one stakeholder it will be enough to do it better than now.
Christina, I'm a big fan of your business idea and your team, and I already looked at your documents, as you know, and this market is definitely ripe for disruption. No doubt a very provocative question. You are 9 people currently. Aren't you far too small to tackle a market that huge? You talked about some of the competitors. What gives you the confidence that you can disrupt this market, given the size that you are currently?
Of course, we are a small team, but I'm very proud of them because we have done a very, very hard work. We have presented the project in United Nations this year, even being 9 people only. We are working in Asia and also in LATAM, only being 9. So for that reason, we need to be quick. And to be quick, we need to raise our seed round as quick as possible in order to develop functionalities as quick as possible. We have a complete list of things that the market needs. And I think the way we have think the solution for supply chain is the key. We can be global from the beginning with this idea that we have had, and we have proved with all those shipments that we have already tracked. Of course, if we have money, we can do it much more quicker. And of course, for example, United Nations to be interested in, or different tax authorities around the world that are also interested in working with us. Reinforce the idea that we are in the good path, and that the only thing we need is a VC support in order to do it much more quicker than we are doing now.
Okay. All right, time for one more question in case there's, yeah.
Maybe mine is in a similar direction, which is, have you thought through that VC support versus, you know, a big logistics player and kind of, you know, working alongside them or as their tech solution? Clearly, you know, there's challenges with that as well, and you become potentially an in-house solution. But just what Wolfgang mentioned, the ability to scale fast in that space if you have the right solution. So, you know, have you thought through that, and what was the outcome?
Of course, not only I have think about having an industrial partner, we have some option on the table to be partnering with. But the thing is, I want to be sure that those industrial partnerships do not force us to change our mind of being agnostic, not only in blockchain, but also in the way forwarders, importers, and exporters works. Our aim is to be open, neutral, and do not force nobody to work with nobody. The risk, if we select an industrial big logistic player to help us to go globally, is that somehow they force you to take some decision about how, with which suppliers do you need to work or something like this. I will try, the romantic part of this project is that I will try to be a standard, a global standard. I think we are in the right position. We have the right platform. I need the VC help in order to make it happen. So for that reason, we are in our seed round, and we are happy to hear if somebody of the audience wants to collaborate with our project.
Fantastic, thank you. Then same here, let's cut short here. Thank you everyone for your pitches. To jury, so now is the voting session for the seed stage. Same procedure, it's a different form, but same logic. Please take your time right now to complete it with your voting. Again, only for the 3 startups that have had their regular pitch. So Finexity, Trality, and eCustoms.
Maybe I'll give us a short disclaimer. As an investment manager, I have invested in Trality and also in Breach. So this is why I will not vote for the 2 of them for now, but leave them blank in the list.
Yes, perfect. Same for the other jury members. If you invested in one of the startups, just leave it blank. But you only need to focus on 3 startups in the form. Same thing again. So there's 10, but you only need to focus on the 3 that just pitched. So Trality, Finexity, and eCustoms. In your case, Benedict, it's just 2. And then we calculate the scores. In the meantime, thanks everyone, especially the startups, for participating today. It was a great event, well organized. Everyone was on time. Everyone was well prepared. So much appreciated. As a prize for the award that we announce in a few moments, so we decided this year, given the circumstances, we thought physical awards are not the best idea right now. So and since we're all in the blockchain space, we decided why not do it on an NFT token, so like a unique award on a token that's that we can transfer via blockchain. And I think we're probably one of the first to do this. So for us, it's quite exciting. At least it's the first time for us to do this. And we do this in cooperation with the startup Arkane. They're also present today. They've also been pitching. So they're specialists when it comes to NFT tokens, creating NFT tokens, transactions, as they are also active in the gaming industry. So at this part, thanks a lot to Tim and his team for supporting us with this. And we will send you the NFT awards within the next few days. And we'll contact the startup that win now also the next few days, make a lot of public announcements, and write an extra article about this whole NFT idea and procedure. And yes, now we are.
Would it be tradable on Arkane?
It should be. I think Tim, are you here still? I think you would be the right. You're the right person to answer this question.
Yes, you will be able to trade it. As one of the next steps that we're bringing forward is also a marketplace service and solution that should be live, I think, in January or beginning of February. And the benefit is it'll be multi-blockchain as well.
And maybe Flovtec could provide market making for this. What do you think about this?
I think that would be a great idea.
Fantastic. Okay, then I'll make it quick. So first of all, for the idea stage, thanks to the 3 startups. It was a very close call between 3rd and 2nd place. 3rd place goes to Holger and ipOcean. Very close call. Congratulations, thanks for your pitch. 2nd place goes to Doxychain, to Raphael, again, congratulations. And first pitch was a clear call in terms of the voting from the jury, goes to B.A.M Ticketing and Georg. So also congratulations. So those are the blockchain awards from our side for idea stage. Contact you the next few days and we'll do some outreach with this and give you the awards. Then for the seed stage, it was also a relatively close call. So the 3rd place goes to Moritz and Trality. Congratulations. Thanks for being here today. 2nd place goes to Finexity. Congratulations. Personally, I think your rep was extremely bold. So thanks a lot for the creativity brought in and the preparation for that. You have my respect. And the winner it's a clear call, is Christina from eCustoms. So again, congratulations. And yeah, thanks everyone for participating. maybe a few final notes from my side. Thanks to the jury. So thank you guys for taking the time and for participating today. Much appreciated. We hope to see you again for future events of ours. And of course, also thanks to Disrupt for organizing the event, and to all the startups for participating. Otherwise, from my side, I wish you all a good start in 2021. I hope it's a little bit less fragile than this year has been, but I think we as an industry are very digital, so we're relatively still in a good place to be. Nevertheless, have a good year, everyone. And last note, if you come across, as I mentioned with the garages before, if you come across talented teams that work on ideas in the basement that no one knows yet, feel free to point them towards our direction. Would be much appreciated. That's it from my side, and last words today go to Jan. Thank you very much.